Hello students, welcome to my channel Arun's Physics Portal. In this lecture, I will be talking about Lagrange's formula in interpolation. This is a purely mathematical topic. So if you solve the numerical given here, you can score 100% marks. The complete note has been provided in this lecture for your convenience. I hope you enjoy going through it. So let us come to the topic. Lagrange formula is applied when the arguments are not necessarily at equal interval. What is the argument? We have a variable x and the function of this variable is fx. Suppose I want to plot a graph between age and height of children. So x, we represent age by x. So this is known as argument. This is known as argument. Whereas the height, which is represented by fx, which is a function of x, which is a function of age, this is called entry. So suppose we have n plus 1 data points available. So if there are n plus 1 data points available, then we can definitely represent the equation as a polynomial of degree n. This we have seen earlier also. So if we have n plus 1 data points, we can fit a curve, we can fit a polynomial of degree n. So one of the possible forms of the function fx can be written as fx equal to a naught x minus x1 x minus x2 into x minus x3 so on and so forth, and last term is x minus xn plus a1 into x minus x naught into x minus x2 into x minus x3 up to x minus xn so on and so forth, and the last term is an x minus x naught x minus x1 x minus x2 and the last term is x minus xn minus 1. You see from here, इस फॉर्मूले में देखिए ये फॉर्मूला आपका 1 है. यहाँ ए नॉट ए वन ए टू वगैरह जो हैं ये सब आपके कांस्टेंट हैं. ए नॉट ए वन ए टू ए थ्री ए एन आर कांस्टेंट्स whose value is to be determined. एक चीज ध्यान से देखिए, यहाँ पर ए नॉट है, उस पूरे टर्म में कहीं भी एक्स नॉट नहीं है. सिमिलरली वेयर देयर इज constant is a1, there is no term containing x1 here. Similarly, when the constant term is an, there is no term containing xn. अगर ये याद रखते हैं तो फॉर्मूला याद रखने में आसानी होगी. तो we have to find the value of the constants a0, a1, a2, a3 up to an. So let first consider x equal to x0. Then fx will be equal to fx0. If you put this value in equation 1, what you get? We see from here that all the terms will be 0 except the first one. क्योंकि फर्स्ट वन में एक्स नॉट नहीं है, एक्स माइनस एक्स नॉट फर्स्ट टर्म में कहीं नहीं है, ये टर्म रहेगा. बाकी हर एक टर्म में एक्स नॉट है, एक्स माइनस एक्स नॉट है. द मोमेंट यू पुट एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स नॉट, द फर्स्ट सेकेंड टर्म थर्ड टर्म द लास्ट टर्म ऑल टर्म विल वैनिश. So you are left with only one term, and that is x naught is equal to a naught, x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x3, x naught minus xn, so that the value of a naught is fx naught upon x naught minus x1 into x naught minus x2 into x naught minus x3 up to x naught minus xn. So we have found the value of the constants a naught. Similarly, if you put x equal to x1, then fx becomes fx1. Equation 1 then becomes fx1 is a1, x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3 up to x1 minus xn. All the other terms will be 0. So we have the value of a1 as fx1 upon x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3 up to x1 minus xn. Similarly, we can find the value of the different constants. So if you put x equal to x2, fx2 is equal to fx. Fx becomes equal to fx2. So fx2 is a2, x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3 up to x2 minus xn. So a2 is equal to fx2 upon x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1 up to x2 minus xn. Only one term remains if you evaluate the value of the constants a1, a2, a3 and so on. And so finally we have an is fx0 upon x0 n minus x0, xn minus x1 up to xn minus 1. So we have determined the value of the different constants a0, a1, a2, a3 up to an. So insert the value of the constant in equation 1 to get the value of fx. If you put the value of the different constants in equation 1, we get fx equal to x minus x1, x minus x2 up to x minus xn divided by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3 into fx0 plus x minus x0, x minus x2 up to x minus xn upon x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn into fx1 plus so on and so forth. And the last term will be x minus x0 into x minus x1, x minus x1 into x minus x2 up to x minus xn minus 1 divided by xn minus x0, xn minus x1 up to xn minus 1 into fx0. So this is the Lagrange formula which can be applied when the arguments are not equally spaced. So this is all about the Lagrange formula. So see how this can be used to solve a given problem. Example 1. Find log 656 using interpolation formula. We are given that log to the base 10 of 654 is 2.8156. Log 658 to the base 10 is 2.8182. Log 659 to the base 10 is 2.8189 and log 661 at the base 10 is 2.8202. यहाँ देखिए हमारा ये जो है 656 हुआ, 654 है, ये सब जो है हमारे वो आर्गुमेंट हैं और जो वैल्यूज हैं उसके ये वैल्यूज जो हैं ये वैल्यू हुआ, ये सब जो है सो उसका एंट्री है. So we have let fx equal to log 10x for x equal to 654, 659, 658, 661 and let f656b is to be determined. So we shift the origin to 654. The minimum value of the argument is 654. This is the minimum value of argument. So I shift it to the origin. So this becomes 0. So when 654 becomes 0, then 658 becomes 4, isn't it? See here, we have 654. This is 0. This is the origin here. So 658, this will be 4. The difference is 4. So this is 4. 659 will be 5 and 661 will be 7. This is okay. So we have to find the value of 6 log 656 to the base 10. So this becomes 656 becomes 2. Here 656 becomes 2 here. So this value has to be determined. So what we do here, just see. We have done this only to simplify the mathematical calculation and nothing else. See here, so 654 is shifted to origin. So this is your x naught. X1 is 658, which now becomes 4. 659 becomes 5, and this is your x2, and x3 is 661, which is now 7. You have to find log of 656. Since 656 is 2, and this is our x, whose value is to be determined. So remember the formula. Fx is x minus x1, x minus x2 into x minus x3 divided by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2 into x naught minus x3 into log 654 to the base 10. Similarly, all other terms here. So we have x equal to 2, and x1 is 4. So this is 2 minus 4. Then this is x minus x2. So this is 2 minus 5. X minus x3. So this is 2 minus 7. Then this is x naught minus x1. So this is 0 minus 4, 0 minus 5, 0 minus 7 into log 10, 654. The second term will be here. Write the second term. Similarly here, x minus x1 into x minus x2 into x minus x3. So go on writing, putting the values here, and then simplify this. Put the value of log 664, log 658, log 659, and log 661 in this simplified mathematics. And you just simplify it. What you get here? You get here this. If you simplify it, you get log 656 to the base 10 is 2.81691. So this is the result. So mathematics is simple. You have to pay slight attention to solving the problem. The second example is this. From the following given data, estimate the number of persons having income in between rupees 1000 and 1500. So here we have income is given, number of persons is given. So income is your argument. This is x. This is your argument, and this is fx. So this is your entry. To solve this, we first change the frequencies into cumulative frequency. So income less than, below 500 is 6000. So income below 500 is here 6000. We have in number of persons having income between 500 and 1000 is 4250. So the number of persons having income less than 1000 is this plus this. So this is 10,250. So the number of persons in the income range 1000 to 2000 is 3000. And therefore the number of persons having income less than 2000 is 6000 plus 4250 plus 3600. So this is 13850. Next, number of persons having income between 3000 to 4000 is 650. This is 650. So the total number of persons having income less than 4000 is the sum of all these values, and this is 16,000. This is clear? We have changed the number of persons having income below certain values and found out this value. How to solve it now? You apply the Lagrange's formula. In this case also, this we have seen. This is the formula written here. We have been asked to find number of persons having income between 1000 and 1500. So we will first find the number of persons having income less than 1500. Total number of persons having income less than 1500. From this, we will subtract the number of persons having income less than 1000 and we will get the result. So this is your formula. So let us find the number of persons having income less than 1500. The value of x are given to be 500, 1000, 2000, 3000 and 4000. If you shift the origin to 500, the new values of x will be 500. Why? This becomes 0, then this becomes 500, this becomes 1500, this becomes 2500 and this becomes 3500. And 1500 becomes 1000. Thus, put the values here in this equation. Simply put the values here. This has been shown here clearly. The value of F500, F1000, F2000, F3000, F4000 have been calculated by us by using cumulative frequency. Put the values here and try to solve it. We have here taken something common. We have taken 500 common in both numerator and denominator from each term so as to simplify the mathematical procedure. So if you take 500 common from 1000, you are left with 2 because 500 into 2 is 1000 here. So we have simply taken 500 common from every term, both in numerator and denominator, which cancels out finally, because in the numerator we have 3 terms, 4 terms. In the denominator we have also 4 terms. So 500 is in the numerator 4 times. This is also in the denominator 4 times. So they will cancel out. This is the same thing in all other terms. And then we put the value of F500, F1000, F2000, F3000 and F4000. If you simplify this mathematics, you get F1500 is equal to 12,570. This means that the number of persons having income less than 1500 is 12,570. हमसे पूछा गया है ऐसे लोगों की संख्या बताइए जिनका इनकम 1000 और 1500 के बीच में है। तो ऐसे लोगों की संख्या जिनका इनकम 1000 से कम है ये हमने निकाल लिया है। एंड दैट इज हाउ मच? दैट इज 10,250. And the number of persons having income less than 1500 has been calculated as 12,570. So if you take the difference of the two, less than, see here, less than 1500 is 12,570. Less than 1000 is 10,250. So the number of persons having income with income between 1000 to 15,000 is simply the difference of the two. So this is 12,570 minus 10,250. So this is 2320. So this is your answer. You see how simple this is. I assume you like this lecture. यदि आपको हमारा ये लेक्चर अच्छा लगा हो तो इसे लाइक करें, शेयर करें, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। Thank you for watching. See you next time with some another topic of interest. Till then, goodbye.